I just hit record.
I should record on the camera. Hey guys, welcome to the Tyler and Neil podcast hour. That's not the name.
We're not even going to explain anything in this podcast.
Oh, that's it. Explain everything.
It's going to take an hour of us not explaining anything.
We're going to explain the name, explain everything. That'd be pretty meta.
You see, E
is for the way you look. I'll tell you this. Remember the movie Little Rascals? Like there was a show, obviously, or a movie or something.
Yes.
Then the remake in the 90s with like Whoopi Goldberg was in it, and then like all the kids or whatever.
She was one of the kids?
No, she was somebody's mom. She was that one kid's mom.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways,
I have no idea. So they sing a song in there.
Spanky?
L is for the way you look at me. O is for. Do you want me to keep going?
How
for
long does
the
this go?
only. It's like 70 minutes.
They did the whole. Oh, we're going to sing that for the entire
song.
I like it.
Hey guys, thank you for coming. We're going to start over. I'm just going to hit restart. Hey guys, welcome. This is Tyler with the Tyler and Neil Explain Everything podcast. We're so excited to have you here.
Tyler, your voice sounds incredible.
Thanks, guys. Welcome. Hey guys, this is Delilah. If you could send in your requests, we're going to play some smooth tunes on your Saturday night.
All night.
Your
Your request, call in live.
Call in live.
Hi, my name's Neil. I need you to explain to me, what is a Delilah?
My boyfriend, he was mean to me. He made me watch Stranger Things season 3. I hadn't even seen the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. So none of it makes sense.
No, tell me, what's a Demogorgon?
We're still doing the voice? Okay, got it. Didn't realize.
Oh my goodness. So what are we talking about today? Let's jump on in.
Gosh.
Let's jump on in like it's early May and the pool's ready.
We should talk about meat options that are not real meat.
Meat options that are not real meat.
That's the worst way I could have set this up.
It's like saying like, here's a car, but it's not a car. It's a bicycle.
That's
essentially, is that what when you say meat options are real meat?
So let's talk about the Impossible Burger.
The Impossible Burger. Is
The
that
Impossible Burger is
first
where we're
question?
headed.
Can I ask some questions? Because
Yeah.
I know
Plant-based meats is what we're talking about.
so not non-meat.
Non-meat,
Meat
yeah. I wouldn't even say that they are plant-based meats. They're non-meat meats.
So they're plant patties.
It's meat meets meat.
So it's like a nuclear plant.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Chernobyl.
Mm-hmm.
Chernobyl, if you say it phonetically. Actually, no, that'd be Chernobyl. Chernobyl.
It's in Russian.
It doesn't matter. I'm not even good at real words. Y'all, everybody knows this.
Okay.
Words are hard. So, question. I'm going to start with this.
Okay.
When you say, what did you call it? Limitless meat? What did you call it? Bradley Cooper.
Limitless meat. That's what it was about. He ballooned up to like 600 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just meat.
He was just eating. He takes his pill and he's just like, I love meat.
I love meat.
Run for president at the end. Spoiler alert.
What?
Yeah, you've seen Limitless, haven't you? Underrated movie, in my opinion.
All right.
Okay. It's like Butterfly Effect. It's like, don't read too much into it, Tyler, but it was a decent performance.
Okay.
You're not convinced.
I've not seen it.
Okay.
So
You're really not?
I don't think I have.
Okay, guys. We're
push
going to pause this
on this.
podcast. We're going to go watch Limitless. Okay, so if you are... what was it called, though? What did you call it?
Well, it's called
Burger?
the Impossible Burger. Or the Experience Burger.
I knew it was the start of the vowel.
Experience a burger.
One burger.
To rule them all.
He's 600 miles from home, and he has no meat in his patty. So is that a brand-specific title?
Yes.
Okay, what company? Is
So
it a
Burger
restaurant?
King made an announcement about 7 days ago that said that they will start rolling out the Impossible Burger at every one of their locations. And people started freaking out about it. Now, they're freaking out because they're actually excited.
Okay, so they're hype.
They're hype.
They're
get crunk.
buying streamers. And,
Yeah.
and they're like, is it a boy or a girl? Neither. It's a meatless patty.
Right.
Whoa. Isn't that how? I don't know how
exactly how it goes.
Yeah, that first try.
And they are not the first to do this.
Okay.
If you remember, about a year ago,
We were at that restaurant. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
When we went to, it was in D.C. It was a double-double. It was something with a repeat. What was it?
it was a
Founding Fathers.
founding father. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay, go. Sorry.
Yes. So meatless options for meat seems like it is all the rage right now, only because major chains are rolling this stuff out. And we can talk about, there are a lot of different fast food chains and restaurants and different people that are starting to put this stuff out. We can talk about that. We can also talk about why they're doing it, what the public perception is, and then what is the long-term gain.
Okay.
There's so much to talk about here.
Okay, great. I'm going to start with this.
Okay.
The story.
Yep.
So we're at Founding Fathers, which is like one of the highest rated restaurants in DC.
Yes.
And,
Well, I give it 4.
well, you don't give anybody a 5-star. Neil does the Google, like he is like a level 9, which is only 10 levels.
Almost.
Level 9 Google reviewer. And this dude will take a photo everywhere you go. He'll take a photo and he'll post it on there and he'll give a review. Will not do a 5-star review. I'm like, you have to literally stab like my left arm and curse at me before me not to give you a 5.
Wow.
And I'll still only do 4 because it's so mean.
But you're lying to them. Is that the best stab in the arm you've ever got? No.
I mean, did they turn it on the way out? If they just pull it straight out, that's fine. It doesn't like stretch anything. I lied. The AT&T store in Greenbrier, I gave them a 1-star review.
See?
And you know what I said? You know why?
Why?
It's because I had to use the restroom there really bad. And you know me, whenever I go to the restroom, it's like countdown is like 3 minutes or I will use the restroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, can I use the restroom? Because we don't have a public restroom. And I go, yeah, I know. I'll leave the door open. I'm going to steal your toilet paper. I'm about to use the restroom on myself. Man. And they were like, no. So I had to get in my car, drive down the road to McDonald's.
What?
Definitely use the restroom on myself.
You should have just peed in their lobby.
I would have.
It's public here.
This
is very public.
I don't want to be arrested.
Okay.
It was in a Publix.
But you could have rated your arrest on a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah, how comfortable was it? Like, how nice were they?
How many potty breaks do they give me?
My head like
I don't
SB.
want to go to the yard. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Anyway, so I rated them 1 to 4, and I said they wouldn't let me go to the restromm.
So
Okay.
this
That's not what
restaurant
we're
was
talking about.
great. This restaurant was pretty good.
Really good. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say
And
really good.
Thanks for bringing me back. So whenever we're sitting there and we're reading the menu, and there was on there, and it wasn't, I don't think it was called Impossible Burger. It was like some special word burger. And somebody at our table inquired about it. They were like, oh, goodness, that sounds really cool. This looks good. The waitress looked at us, looked like someone had tooted in her nose, like directly in the nose.
Nose toot.
And she goes, don't get that. It's absolutely awful. And they were like, well, I mean, it kind of looks good. I can't have it. She's like,
No, can't be
don't
good.
get it. It's not good. And they were just like, oh, but I really, and she, 3 times.
Where do you get off?
Where do you get saying what weird? Greatest movie ever
So
made.
she was like against it.
She was totally against her own company's product.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
And then she grew up to be Steve Jobs.
To be fair, there are actually multiple options out there. But we first started seeing this hit some restaurants and chains, things like that, a while back. The Impossible Burger is just something that is hitting Burger King right now, but there are all kinds of other options. If you remember, so the first time we saw it at a fast food chain, do you remember whose video we saw on YouTube that had one of these burgers and they went and tried it out? And very public.
Casey Neistat at McDonald's.
It was White Castle.
He did a White Castle one? I thought he did a McDonald's one.
He did a White Castle.
No, he did an expensive burger. No, a McDonald's burger.
McDonald's expensive burger.
Vending machine.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did the world's most expensive burger. But
That's what it was.
when he went to White Castle, which I don't think that's meat anyways.
No, the real ones aren't meat.
No, they're
it's
not.
a suggestion.
Soylent Green is people. It's just. It was like you're not expecting it to be good, and he was pleasantly
Yeah,
surprised.
he said it wasn't. It didn't taste like a burger, but it wasn't bad.
Right? Didn't Dan have those? Dan had some too.
Dan Mace?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went with him. He's
Dan-
like, "What's up, brew?
Yeah.
Hey, brew.
Hey, brew.
This is a very narrow audience we're speaking to right now.
We've lost all of you.
Not only did you not know who Casey Neistat was, even if you listen to our Casey Neistat episode, you definitely don't know who Dan Mace is.
And you don't know who Dan Mace is with a bad accent, with a belly full of White
Burger,
Castle
saying
burger.
brew
Right.
instead of bro.
So they are one of the first big chains that did it. Right now, you could go to Red Robin. They offer the Impossible Burger, and that is a brand of meatless option for burger.
And they call it the Impossible Burger there too?
They do because it's more of a brand. So if you go there, you see, oh wow, it's if I want to get because what it used to be, what were those vegetable burgers? Veggie patties, I don't know. They're like frozen patties you could get at the freezer.
Yeah, they look
section.
great.
They were terrible.
Yeah.
You could see the beans still in it.
They look like a bad number 2.
A flat number 2.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
That was too far away. I'm so
Sorry about that.
I'll see myself out.
So Subway right now, they also announced 2 days ago that they will also be joining in testing meatless food. And what do you think is the meatless option that they're going to test?
Chicken. Chicken's meat. Never mind, not chicken.
Chicken's meat.
Sorry, I panicked. I panicked.
That's okay.
Dirt.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. No, it is going to be the classic meatball marinara sandwich. Meatballs. Why? Because you can form those into a shape that you don't think, wow, that doesn't look like chicken.
Yeah, that doesn't look great.
Right. Yeah.
It would be hard to make something that looked like chicken that wasn't chicken. I think that
Exactly.
would be hard. Meat is like kind of mushy anyways.
Yeah.
But chicken has like some form to it.
Get ready for a callback on that later. We have a surprise for you on that one. You're right. Chicken would be the toughest one to chew.
Okay.
And to look at. Because I don't know how they would get it to look
No,
like.
how would you make it? Because
No,
it's like got that
that'd be
smooth.
awful. Chipotle.
What about it?
They are starting to roll out
Meatless
some options.
They got tofu. Isn't tofu meatless?
Tofu is meatless, but it's like soy. So it's it's meatless, but it's vegetable based and all kind of stuff. There's a huge, like, a lot of people who want to eat this way are eating that way because they want to eat vegan.
Okay.
However, there's rumor that Burger King actually dips their burgerless or meatless patties, or like wipes with a roller brush, like a paintbrush, some meat juice.
So it tastes a little. They're trying to
A
get
little
that
bit
taste
more
on
like-
the
right,
outside.
yes.
Yeah. It's like when you put Cavenders on the top of it to make like your plain. Like I was like, I bought the cheap meat at Walmart. Someone put some Cavenders on it and make it smell a little fancy.
Yeah.
Make Amanda think she got some good hamburger up in here. Yeah, I see like the title of this. Up in here from Insider. Their title is Burger King's new meatless Impossible Whopper isn't completely vegan or vegetarian.
Right. It's definitely not.
No.
And
Because they're dipping it in it. You know, that's why Achilles' heel was vulnerable. Because whenever they dipped him in that bulletproof
Meat
stuff,
juice?
they were holding him by his ankle. So that's probably how they found out. It's because
Flame
the
grilled.
Achilles heel
Flame
of a
grilled.
burger.
Yep.
That was a weird take on it.
That's right. No,
but
I
I feel
got
like
it.
I hit. I feel like I really connected
I
with
do
two
too.
people.
I do. Give us a 5-star on this if you would
If you
mind.
give me a 5-star, this is Delilah.
So,
B98.5.
Chipotle was trying to work with another company called Beyond Meat, which is also it's a dating app.
Beyond. Also a documentary. Isn't that the one you Bite Beyond Meat?
Yep.
You just ride past these patties and go, you're slow.
So on the surface, here's what this article says this is from Fool.com, very credible source, by the way. It says, on the surface, it shouldn't matter to Beyond Meat that Chipotle is not signing on. It reported second quarter earnings that saw sales to restaurants and food services explode 483% higher, accounting for nearly half the total sales. It become the driver that leads to future growth. They are 400, like, that's an exploding market. This is huge. This is not going anywhere.
So is it because they announced it and then people are going in just because they're supporting that option, or is it because they're actually buying that?
So rumor has it that by the end of 2020, 30% of the Earth's population, when they're looking for a protein source, will be going to a non-meat substance for a protein, a meatless meat.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think
Well,
people...
I've
theories?
researched. I have theories on it too.
You know so much
People
more
are
than
so
me, Neil.
weird. No, I read 2 articles last night.
Okay,
That's all.
well, I watched Super Size Me back in college and did a report on it for speech
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
And it's like, I would see like where people wouldn't want to eat meat just because like, one, you could feel bad for animals because they're pretty bad conditions for what they're putting them in.
and they're so cute.
But they're so precious, Mom. And then,
The
but
best.
also, it's because like 17 days they can like have a chicken, like a chick hatch to be a full-grown chicken and be able to
it's
eat it.
bad.
Like, you know, they're pumping it full of steroids, and so it's like I get that, not wanting something that isn't healthy. But it's just, I don't know why is it now 1/3 of the population? Like,
It's only, they think it's actually it'll increase past there.
what is it? Is it Space Force? It's got to be Space Force, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Dadgummit, Michael J. Fox.
Unions are ruining everything. Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Space Force.
Hardee's actually has signed on, and Carl's Jr. has signed on for the Beyond Burger. And so what it is, it's like, think of it like brands. So like Nike, you can buy them at Foot Locker, you can buy them at Finish Line, you can buy them at Sears, you can buy them anywhere. I threw one in there that definitely does. Sears Hardware
Sears is
definitely
done.
sells
That's
Nike.
what Foster told me.
That's right. I heard that too.
They went down.
Shout out to Foster.
Shout out Foster.
There are a lot of other companies that are going this direction. You ready for this one? Mm-hmm. Taco Bell in Spain is testing meatless options as well. Vegan meat. Was theirs meat to begin with? No.
No, there's no question it
absolutely
wasn't.
not. Okay, you and I just got back from Blaze.
Yeah, we did.
They have spicy chipotle that you,
Yes.
chorizo, spicy chorizo
Yeah.
that you can put on yours. And I asked the lady, I said, wow, I'll try some of that. But I noticed right underneath it says vegan. And I said, wait a minute, what is this? She goes, I don't know what it is. I said, well, how do you know that it is? She goes, I don't know, but it tastes good. I said, how do you know? What does it taste like? She goes, you know what it tastes like? Remember what Taco Bell meat used to taste like? Tastes like that. It's good.
Because Taco Bell has transitioned
I guess. To what? I don't know.
to
There's no
less
way.
spicy. I don't know.
Oh, she was on.
She was great. I
great.
went
She
in
was
front of you in line, and she was super sweet. They were getting a kick out of me. We were having a good conversation.
Where's that fella from? That's what she yelled over at you.
Yeah, because I was yelling at her the whole time, like
The
at a
entire
happy
time.
yell, so she couldn't get mad.
Ugh.
If you smile while you raise your voice at people, they won't get mad.
You're right.
So I'll just be like, y'all, this is great. Did you make all this?
Yeah,
That's my favorite
yeah.
line. Anytime
And then
I'm
they
at a-
laugh. They laugh
love
and
it.
smile at you.
They don't care just because I'm smiling and raising my voice.
Like, who made this meatless chorizo?
Yeah, that one lady in the buffet, the assembly line of pizza, assembly line. She came over from building your pizza to chat with me and the other lady. Like
Man.
she came over, she said, "What are you talking
I
about?"
felt like mine was not nearly as. There was not as much attention. On
Well, you weren't
my
screaming
pizza.
at them,
I
so
should have been.
people always
I
pay more
wasn't
attention.
smiling. I was screaming, but I wasn't
You were,
smiling.
you were. I want my pizza.
So
I'm living alone. Sorry, that's wrong.
That's okay.
Sorry, back on it.
What else do you think they are looking into for meatless options in that protein
Chicken.
protein section? Well, and we've said that, but
Meat.
not necessarily.
Beef.
Eggs.
Eggs. That's
So
chicken.
Now it's not right. It will not be. Tim Hortons is actually working on a non-egg faux egg. They're not the only ones. There are a bunch of other companies that are going beyond that, and they're using a brand called Just Egg, which is hilarious because it's not eggs at all. It says Just Egg.
Neil? How am I supposed to know what's real anymore?
I
I could bite into a juicy Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich.
First
I
of
won't even
all-
think. I'll be like, what is it? It's a piece of pizza inside my bread. I don't know what it is.
Don't go to Tim Hortons.
Yeah, what is that?
Bile, stomach bile. That's what their coffee is.
Oh my gosh,
It's the worst.
Tim Horton, here's a who. Not me. He's not
me.
hearing me.
Not me neither.
Who? Not me.
So Burger King is the one who's the latest one that just came out with it. We already said Red Robin. There's a lot of other companies that are doing this. McDonald's is working on it as well. So this is not going away. The reason why this came up as a topic is about a month and a half ago, I had a chance to go to Chick-fil-A's headquarters in Atlanta. While we were there, we were working with their innovation teams, and they have a warehouse for their innovators and problem solvers called Hatch. See what they did there?
Yeah, because the chickens,
Mm-hmm.
they hatched, and it would be the beginning of a new thing that they would institute.
Right.
And that's where they wanted to
You
be.
go in there and it's just chicken crap everywhere, and chickens running all
Just
over the
chickens-
place. They
chicken
hatched
poo.
and they don't. Yeah,
There's chicken poo.
right. And that guy from Napoleon Dynamite, trying to
Bill Hader. John Heater. What's his name?
Bill Hader, definitely.
He is a character
who's-
guy.
Yes, he is.
Was it John Heater?
John Heater. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope
That's
he's
him.
okay. He's doing fine. Right?
Oh, he's okay.
I hope he's all right. He did Benchwarmers,
He's
that one,
not-
and that was about it.
He's not going anywhere.
And he was Kristen Bell's one of her husbands in a movie or boyfriends in a movie, where she had like 3 different boyfriends.
Okay.
Nailed it.
3 boyfriends
First try.
and a
I'm really
funeral.
good at memories.
Memories. I'm real good
Sorry,
at
I
words.
just had a keto pizza, so
You're
my head's all
okay.
in the clouds.
So we are eating less meat than we ever have in the past. 95% of people who bought a plant-based burger this past year were meat eaters. They're not vegan.
So they want to try it, or are they eating it like legit?
Well, they're eating it legit because, first of all, a lot of celebrities are going crazy with it. But what they're doing it for is they believe that it is actually helping climate change, the earth, cruelty to animals. It checks a lot of those
a lot
boxes.
of boxes for people that are wanting to make a subtle difference with just
Yeah.
like stepping in and what they can do.
Right.
Not trying to push it, but just like doing it for yourself.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's the number one reason why they're doing it. Beyond Meat, their CEO Ethan Brown actually says that the company was valued at about $1.5 billion when it went public, and it skyrocketed to $3.7 billion a day later.
That's over twice as much.
I'll trust you on that. I concur.
2.5.
Carry the 1. Carry the 0.
You don't have to.
Carry it over.
You can.
So there are. Oh my gosh!
Did I bump that? Could you hear it?
No, I couldn't hear it. All right, you ready for this?
Yes.
Plant-based fish could be the next Impossible Burger win and save the oceans. That's what they're attributing all that to.
Save it. Okay, so
Sa-
here's my
saving
problem.
the
though.
oceans.
Like, okay, this has always bothered me. Like fish, drink their own pee because they pee in their water.
What?
And they're swimming around in that water. That's so
Well,
gross.
I know my bacon is a lot cleaner than that, and so is my beef, for sure.
That's impossible. Oh, it's incredible.
Let's see here.
So fish, you got chicken, you got
eggs,
beef,
you got
eggs.
beef, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. The average American consumer eats over 14 pounds of fish and shellfish every year. And so this company,
Doesn't feel like a lot.
Impossible
Doesn't feel
Foods,
like a lot.
I don't eat any, so hopefully you can
You
eat
don't eat
twice
fish
as
at
much.
all? I bit my tongue.
I don't like fish at all.
Do you really not?
No, I don't like it. If it swims, I don't like it.
Are you serious? Are you like? Are you
Yeah,
putting on
no,
a show,
I
or are
just-
you telling
no.
me the truth?
I'm not. Yeah, that's true.
You
I
really
just-
don't like fish?
No, because my mom and dad, they force fed me those Morton's fish fillets. It's basically it was like it was molded formed glue. It was Elmer's glue patties, and I developed an allergy to it.
Dude, my parents, we did Hamburger Helper like 3-4 times a week. I would have that. You know what Hamburger Helper is?
Yeah.
It's like the meat.
Oh, it's
that
got
comes
the
in
giant-
box
it's
or
got the
whatever.
hand.
Yeah, a little weird, creepy Arby's hand, like the evil Arby's hand.
Arby's hand.
Yeah, those are doom doom the beef. I really like that beat. I would
like
make
it
a
too.
rap.
I like it too.
Horse in the back and do a rap to that. She made me eat that stuff as a kid. It got to the point where like 15 and up, I could not smell Hamburger Helper without wanting to throw up because it was force fed it growing up.
They have tuna helper, which is basically the exact same thing.
That sounds
My parents
even
would make
worse.
that,
It
yeah.
sounds like Hamburger Helper you leave out for
And
like
you
a
wonder
week.
why I didn't want to eat fish?
No,
So
and you won't eat it anymore, even as an
No,
adult.
I won't. I've tried a couple little bites here and there.
Yeah, little snippets,
fresh
little giblet,
little nuggets.
little.
Hey, Jablins, have a little nugget.
Hey, you just tried a little bite of this meal. Just a little bite
So
of
the Impossible Burger, there are actually the ones that made their burgers. And it's going to sound weird, but if you press on the burger, they figured out the formula to make the burger look like it is bleeding. It has, and you're
Yeah,
like
like that red
juicy
juice
and the
in it.
red pink
Yes.
center, all of it. Yes, they got that. Their goal is that there is an option for a non-meat meat for every kind of meat that you would eat by 2035. Everything is replaced.
and it's all made out of just mushed up plants.
It's recycled water bottles, Dasani water
Is
bottles.
What if I'm a little high class? Can I do recycled Fuji bottles?
Wow.
If I'm a little pretentious, can I drink out of those instead?
Yeah, artesian.
I like my bottles to be squares, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, we can only guarantee it's a quadrilateral because you haven't measured the sides. Got him with the math.
So here's what's interesting. The National Center for Climate Restoration revealed that at the rate that the climate crisis is going, which is what everybody's losing their mind over.
Yeah.
And that's why they're eating these burgers.
That's why they're getting away from these
that
chickens.
human civilization will likely come to an end by 2050.
Because we ate all the chickens?
And if you want...
Is that why?
Stop eating the chickens!
That chicken needs to survive.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine the last chicken? How it's going to look lost? Like a chicken. When he's looking around, he's like, where are my other chickens at?
The last chicken on earth.
One man. One chicken.
To rule them all.
He's got to get him across the
my
world.
gosh.
Book of Eli, starring Denzel Washington.
Man.
Yeah.
They'll still.
Because he carried the Bible across the United States. Remember that?
I do.
Spoiler alert.
It's a good.
I like telling people spoiler alert after I spoil it.
It's over. Yep. So these products come from a lot of different sources. Most of them try to be vegetarian-ish or vegetable-esque or veggie light or whatever. They're growing this stuff in a lab,
Yeah.
and none of it is real. But most people think that they are. It's not. It's an illusion.
It's an illusions, Dad. They're illusions.
You don't have time for my illusions. there's these organisms, these microorganisms that they're actually growing, and so doesn't this sound like this is the end of civilization as we know
This
it?
is where, like, in the movie, this is where the company's like, we're doing this for good, and everybody wants to do it for good. But then really, he's like, but really, we're inputting this. And they have like a shot they plug into every single patty that inserts like something that turns people
no.
into dinosaurs after 2 years. And then he's like king of the dinosaurs.
And then Chris Pratt rules all of us because he has a little clicker.
And they're all Christophrats.
Krista Pratt's. He swears.
That's an inside joke.
So NASA actually identified this single cell microorganism that they're using to help build some of this stuff is called a hydrogenotroph.
That sounds like a bad guy term.
No, it says that it's nature's supercharged carbon recyclers.
That is the that is the good spin you put on something that's really for evil. Have you seen Teen Titans where they call it like the bad guys like
not.
it's called the Teen Titans go to the movies? She's like, we call this the Destructo Beam, but it's supposed to be like something happy. She goes, yeah, it's an unfortunate name, but it's something like that.
Destructo Beam
And then
is a
she's
good
like,
name.
it'll make everybody be happy. I don't remember what it is. I just hear it in the back when the kids are listening to it on the DVD player. But it's something like that.
Okay.
I hear it in the back.
So the beef isn't necessarily coming from where you think it is. It is not. It's not. This is not going anywhere. Tyson Food is trying to. That's actually who owns Beyond Meat. Tyson Food. Think about
The chicken
that,
place.
because you said earlier the chicken place. Tyson Food owns that. The reason why, when we went to Chick-fil-A, the reason why they started talking about this is they are actually trying to figure out, like, their whole model is based off of a chicken sandwich. That's what they're known for.
Oh, well,
chicken
and
minis,
the
or chicken
cows
whatever,
trying to sell it to you.
right. And what if they're not even real?
What if they're fake cows and those are just big old plants?
What if it's somebody in a costume?
What if they're like the trees from Middle Earth? They're
my
the trees
gosh.
from Middle Earth. They're like,
Come with us, little hobbit.
and that's
find your dad.
my buddy.
No, that was a
I'm a
different
cow.
movie.
I'm really a cow, Hobbit.
Oh gosh.
Buy more chickens.
So-
They need to think at some point someone would teach them proper grammar. Those cows.
You'd hope.
Like if you're putting them on all your ads, like just be like, "Hey guys, stop painting on that billboard." Like that's not correct grammar.
How did you get up there anyways?
Yeah, how do those cows get up? They don't have opposable thumbs.
We have your ACT scores here, and those aren't great either. Spelling, the English part is where you're way off.
Guess what? We were gonna eat you, but now we're gonna eat mushed up plants instead. It's impossible.
It's some sort of a single cell organism. Instead, they don't talk back or spell bad. So
I'm sorry.
No,
I was
go.
about to get even further off topic. Question:
Yeah.
Can the people that are against this Impossible Burger, they want the meat?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for them to hire Kevin Garnett as their spokesman, and all he does is he runs in a restaurant, and goes, nothing is impossible,
oh my gosh.
and then runs out.
Yeah.
And people are like, he's right. Let's not eat the Impossible Burger.
Yep.
Give me the meat.
That's it. He has to run in every time.
Arby's.
We have the meats. Yeah, I think that's definitely possible.
Okay, sick. Question. Can I ask you a question? I know you're really trying to keep us on track, and I'm just,
I
I
don't
don't know
really care.
anything, so I'm just saying
Don't
all
really
the
care.
dumb stuff that swirls over my head.
Nah.
Like the marquee in Times Square. It's like, Tyler,
beep, boop.
Tyler, say this, you big old idiot. Here's my question.
Uh-huh.
Is it good for you? Like genuinely, beyond all the climate stuff and the I don't know, not hurting chickens, is it better for you than eating meat? Like physically, like scientifically in your body, because all these micro and macro antibody amino acids you're talking about?
So here's the thing: is I think people are more interested in saving the planet than they are in eating something that would be healthier for them. That's not the main reason that they're doing this, because who is it?
Chris Pratt.
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
has.
That was my next
They
guess.
have a mushroom burger. Is that better for you? More than likely, yes. You know, they're trying to all find
Yeah.
different, but it probably tastes like shrooms or a mushroom. I'll call it a mushroom.
Neil,
They call
that's
it the
your
shroom.
default mushroom term? Dead gum.
Right. Now this is the real facts on it, because this article comes from probably the most credible source that you can find out there. The
Onion.
The Huffington Post.
Oh, that's what I meant.
The Onion, yes. So even a 10% reduction in meat consumption worldwide will have significant effects on your personal health and the lives of 70 billion farm animals, and they're attributing all of that livestock that we're raising to global warming. Get this. If the average American cut just a quarter pound of beef a week from their diet, that's one hamburger, it would be the equivalent of taking 10 million cars off the road for a year.
For the environment, as far as like
Yes.
what they have to do, what produces in
Right,
the air,
right.
based on like doing all this stuff to the cows and
So
the chickens.
in that mindset, it's the same thing as what people do, and they're like, for the less than a price of a cup of coffee a day, you too can help
have-
save the
Rob Lowe will show up at your
the
house and shake your
scarcity
hand.
of yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Literally, shake your hand.
Literally, I will walk up to your house and I will show you a picture of Alan Rickman.
So is it a matter of it is better for you, or is it better for the environment? More people are doing it for that. We don't have enough long-term studies to figure out if it's actually better for you.
Yeah. Okay.
It is changing the carbon footprint.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that term.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you compare beef to lentils, it shouldn't be a surprise that the emissions associated with growing a plant are significantly lower than raising
Because they're doing it in a
livestock.
lab with fake blood. Mm-hmm. Fake blood juice.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you're into cooking less.
This is how aliens all happened. It was
What's
like
up,
something happened in a petri dish, and we're all hosed.
You know what we should do? Storm
What?
Area 51. That's how we get the aliens back.
We'll do it.
That's a good idea.
Jack Black, Jablinski's, we're going in.
Jablinski's,
We're
you,
going
me,
in.
and Will Smith.
Oh my gosh.
All the YouTubers.
Hey Jables, we're storming Area 51 today.
Let's go!
So you're not going to get away.
Wonder Boy. Yeah.
Can't get away from Area 51. Can't get away from meatless options because it's not going anywhere. More and more people are at least willing to try it, which will lead to what Chick-fil-A said is the reason why they are looking to find a meat replacement is because they know that that's where the trend is going.
So are they doing it? Do you think is Chick-fil-A saying they're doing it for the trends, or are they actually doing it to like help the environment?
They have to keep
They're
up
doing it
because
just
their money,
so they don't get passed.
Yes, and they know it's 2 years out, so they're looking at everything from grasshoppers, insects, all sorts of other protein options
To grind
because
up.
the hardest thing to replace as far as the look, feel, texture, consistency is chicken. It's one thing to try fish because sausage or a hamburger or something like
You
that.
can mush that up.
Right. Now, for the record, I do want to say that there is something that exists today that is not real. It is 100% not real, and I will die on this hill. Turkey bacon is not a thing.
It's
Honestly.
because bacon, the term bacon.
How can turkey be bacon? When someone says that to me,
You say.
so help me.
You say. So are you putting the turkey on top of the bacon?
I don't. I said, what is
What
that?
if they mean like they're
What does
stacking the
that mean?
turkey on top of the bacon?
They're not doing that.
They might.
They
be.
mean they're gonna have a. It's not real.
People are complex, Neil.
They
They
are.
could be doing anything. They could make a little turkey bacon sandwich. I just put my turkey on top
And
of
my
bacon
bacon.
and turkey, and it's
That's it.
It's like
which
bacon.
was what KFC used to have, and it was called the.
oh yes, it was like two pieces of chicken,
And there was bacon and cheese in the middle of it.
Oh,
What was that?
It was a chicken
It was
bacon.
something called like the Majestic.
No, that was a Jim Carrey movie.
Okay.
I
no,
cried at
it was called
first
The
time I saw
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Also, there's Jim Carrey and then Kate, the one from Titanic.
Blanchett.
Nope,
That was
the
definitely
older one.
her. No, it was her. Yeah.
No, it
she was
wasn't.
in Thor too.
No,
It
that's
was
Renee Russo.
It was
Natalie Portman.
Kate Upton.
She was in like every terrible Adam Sandler movie.
It's Kate Beckinsale.
She's the vampire lady.
Oh, the Lycans.
Yeah, the Lycans. Okay, so in college, there's a girl and we were kind of talking, and we was like, hey, let's go see a movie. And we were like, I'll see Underworld. So we went and saw Underworld. Fun fact about Underworld, there's a super uncomfortable scene just about halfway through the movie.
Okay.
And you're sitting there next to this girl you just met, and you're just like, oh, wow, this is weird.
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
little- that's a
not
little
great.
awkward.
It didn't work out. We got married.
There's been a bunch
I'm
of
just
those
kidding. We
movies.
didn't get married. We didn't get married. No, she was really nice. She played high school football. She was a kicker for a football team in high school.
Well, good for
Yeah,
her.
good soccer player or something like that. I
Good
don't
for
know.
her.
That's all I remember. 100% out.
In our next episode, we're going to talk about why girls can't be professional football players
They
in
can.
other countries.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
can in the United States.
Go America.
Go America.
Go America.
And so this is why
anything is possible. What I said earlier, I said nothing is impossible.
it doesn't even matter.
I did the wrong line, and
what
you
I
were gonna
thought-
correct me.
No, what was even better is nothing is impossible, which meant don't eat that. Eat the other ones.
Well, that ruins the whole.
no, it makes it even
premise.
better. Makes it even better.
So Kevin Garnett runs in and yells the thing that he did. That's almost like what he yelled in
exact
the NBA
opposite.
Finals.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That would be worth it. And he has to do it every time somebody orders.
Yeah, in
At
every
every
restaurant.
restaurant.
He's just running from restaurant to restaurant. He's wearing that hoodie halfway down his head.
And then the last time he does it, he's winded, he's dehydrated, he pulled a hammy,
And
he's haggard, he's got a beard down to the floor, and he's like,
good.
"This is impossible," and he leaves.
and the movie ends. The movie
All right.
of our life, Truman Show.
Speaking of endings, I think this is it. We've discussed everything there is about
The Impossible Burger.
and,
that what we're calling
and other. There's Beyond the Burgers, Impossible. We need to call this
Like Beyond the
nothing,
Burgers.
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible. I would, but they wouldn't explain the title.
Okay.
Hey,
Yep.
well, I guess we shut her down.
We should.
Shut her down.
Just 100% transparency, I don't have the timeline set up on this thing correctly, and so it's just in a random number format. We could have only been talking for 10 minutes. I don't know what these numbers mean, so hopefully we didn't go over too far. But we're at 1,022.2.
34 minutes is what the camera says.
This feels right.
So we're safe.
It feels
We're
right.
cleaning this.
We are.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to us. I appreciate all of you. Not all of you, but you, the one that's listening to this. I appreciate you. I don't appreciate anybody. You're really the only one I care about. If you could do me a favor, if you care about me at all,
Yeah.
Could you listen to Delilah on B98.5, 8 p.m.? And if you could do something else, if you could rate us 5 stars on.
Oh yeah, ratings are good.
Rate us 5 stars on
Thank
iTunes.
you for the
if you listen
ratings.
this long, like, why would you not? Like, you're like listening to us for 34 minutes, but you won't rate us. It really helps. You know, my marriage podcast I did with Amanda, it hit the rankings. It was number 47 in the family
What?
and marriage in Slovakia.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Good for
I
you.
think one person listened to it and put it in the top 100.
Well, over in Slovakia, the only other thing they have as a form of entertainment is Underworld.
Yes, they
So
watch Underworld.
They were like, Underworld, and they're like, we need help now, and we'll listen to your podcast.
And you can only watch it on your first date. That's our rule.
can
Welcome
make
to
it-
Slovakia.
All right.
All right, Neil.
All right.
I guess this is goodbye. Thank you guys so much for coming to my TED Talk.
Bye.
Bye.